The racing action on June 28th proved to be a wild night of racing at Montgomery Speedway. The action started with the mini mods starting off Joe Collier, Chris Landers, and Jeremy Williams. Off the start, Joe Collier and Chris Landers battled side by side for the lead. Chris Landers would lead for a little bit, then suddenly out of nowhere, Chris Landers' car blows up and his car ends up going up in smoke and in flames as well. Definitely a scary sight for a lot of the fans in attendance. Luckily, Chris Landers was A-OK, and he was able to walk away from the crash and live to fight another day. When we went back green flag racing, Jeremy Williams had the lead over Joe Collier in the 71, but then Jeremy Williams lost a tire and ended his night, and Joe Collier would end up victorious in a wild night of racing for the mini mods. Then it was time for the street stocks to shine. Off the start, Perry Baggio had the lead, then Brad Edwards got turned around by Dwayne Wesenberg, causing the first caution to come out. And I tell you, that was just the beginning of a long, long night for Brad Edwards in that number 18 machine. Going back green flag racing, Perry Baggio still had the lead with Daniel Barker and Cameron Wesenberg battling for second and third, and David Wood was right behind it all. Then we got quite a bit of battle right there in the back, and then Brad Edwards coming off turn number 4 got loose once again, and around he went, this time hitting the wall protection. Quite a bit of damage done to the 18, and his night still wasn't over. Going back green flag racing, David Wood found himself in the lead with Perry Baggio running in second and Chance Atkins running in third, until Chance Atkins found himself battling Perry Baggio for a second, and he was able to take the second place position away. Then a caution came out for debris once again. Then we went back green flag racing with David Wood and Chance Atkins leading off the field. Chance Atkins was looking to get past David Wood, but he knew it was not going to be an easy task. Meanwhile, Brad Edwards was doing his best to work his way back up through the field as Dwayne Wesenberg was coming up right behind him. And then we would have the caution come out yet again when Brad Edwards in the number 18 lost control of his car, and Dwayne Wesenberg just barely got through it all, and we went back green flag racing. Once we went back green flag racing, Chance Atkins was a man on a mission as he battled side by side with David Wood for the lead, and Chance Atkins was able to get it. But David Wood was not going to give it up without a fight, and Chance knew that. Eventually, David Wood and Chance Atkins found themselves battling side by side for the lead once again, but at the end of the day, Chance Atkins took the checkered flag, winning the race, and definitely helped him in the point standings. Then it was time for the Southern Super Series race, and off the start, Augie Grill had the lead with Donnie Wilson running in second. Donnie Wilson and Augie Grill would battle countless laps for the lead, but Donnie Wilson was not able to get him just yet. Meanwhile, Bubba Pollard and Anderson Bowen found themselves battling for one of the top positions out there. Bubba Pollard definitely wanted to add another victory to his stock. Then we had the first caution come out when the number 46 machine of Spencer Taylor ended up spinning out. Going back green flag racing, Augie Grill once again had the field in the palm of his hands with Donnie Wilson running in second. Meanwhile, Bubba Pollard continued to work his way back up through the field until we eventually had a caution come out when Harrison Burton lost power in his machine. Another man that was making his way on the field was the number 98 of Daniel Hamrick as he battled Hunter Robbins for the third place position with Bubba Pollard right behind him. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Augie Grill hit the wall protection and his night was over. Definitely a tough break for Augie, who was leading the most laps the entire night. And that was the open door that Donnie Wilson needed to get ahead of the field. Then the number 47 of Alan Carnes ended up spinning out and causing the next caution. Going back green flag racing, Hunter Robbins was in the second place position with Bubba Pollard right there behind him for third. But at the end of the day, it would be Donnie Wilson taking home the checkered flag in a very eventful race. Then the final race was the Open Sportsman race, and off the start, Larry Spiegman had the lead, and then the first caution came out when he and Joe Bidet Jr. in the number 3 car ended up making collision and spinning out. Going back green flag racing, the number 59 of Joe Hudson had the lead with Gary Nix and Justin Caden battling for second and third. Then the next caution came out when Larry Spigman lost his tire and sent his car into a blazing spin. Definitely a wild sight right there. We went back green flag racing, and Justin Kane had the lead over Joe Hudson in the number 59. Then Jason Furrow lost control of his car in turn number 1 and spun out, causing the next caution. But that now would be the last we would hear of Jason Furrow, as Justin Kane restarted with the lead. Then Justin South of the number 22 worked to the inside of Joe Hudson in the number 59, and then he had his eyes set on Justin Kane for the lead. Justin South was no doubt getting ready to make his move when then suddenly Justin Kane lost control of his car and ended up spinning out. And that was an open door for Justin South as he would go on to lead the race with Jason Furrow and Joe Hudson right behind him. At the end of the day, Justin South took home the checkered flag, winning the Open Sportsman race again. Another truly remarkable day at Montgomery Speedway.